Former council member Allison Alter and current council members, thank you for keeping this critical topic at the top of your list, advocating for change, and supporting us along the way. Members of the Austin Police Department and Collective Sex Crimes Response Model team, I'd like to recognize Kachina Clark, Silvano Giono, Allison Roper, Hannah Sanko, Marcy Alonso, Lieutenant Chris Lelou, and Commander Deanna Lichter, who you'll be hearing from shortly. Over the years, the Austin Police Department Sex Crimes Unit has been committed to making significant and meaningful changes to improve processes, policies, and interactions related to sexual assault cases. In a few minutes, you'll hear from Commander Deanna Lichter about key findings identified during case review. The APD Sex Crimes Unit is setting a national model and precedent by conducting a case review of this magnitude on an annual basis. We hope our proactive approach and ongoing efforts to improve the experience and outcome of sexual assault survivors will serve as an example to other units and agencies across the country. We understand the sensitive nature of these case reviews and their impact on the survivors in our community. We are committed to learning from this review and taking the necessary steps to enhance our services. The entire report has been posted on our webpage, austintexas.gov/APD, and I encourage you to read the report to learn more. Now, I would like to introduce Commander Deanna Lichter.
Good morning, and thank you for being here today. Today, we're announcing the completion of the Austin Police Department's first annual case review of the Sex Crimes Unit's sexual assault cases. This is an important step in our ongoing commitment to create a culture of continuous improvement within the department. This review isn't just about looking for what went wrong, it's about identifying how we can always get better. Our goal is not just to meet standards, but to set them. By conducting this annual case review, we're creating a framework that will allow us to improve year after year, evolving our practices, enhancing training, and refining how we serve survivors of sexual assault. This review of cases closed between 2021 and 2022 identified several areas where we can strengthen our approach, including enhanced patrol officer training and the establishment of patrol response guidelines to enhance the response to sexual assault calls, implementation of a detective checklist to ensure thorough investigative steps, improved documentation and communication tracking for communications with victims, suspects, and witnesses, implementation of an evidentiary inventory to ensure a complete inventory of evidence within case files, improved data collection systems to ensure comprehensive, consistent, and accurate data capture and analysis, implementation of quality assurance procedures and personnel to help ensure the thorough completion of all investigative steps, the appropriate application of offense codes and clearance statuses, and the verification of evidentiary inventory. Clarification of expectations and standards for areas like emergency communication protocols, victim services engagement, communication protocols, supervisory roles, report writing, offense codes, and engagement with prosecutors. These improvements are just the beginning. By adopting a mindset of constantly leveling up, we're committed to not just being good, but being the best, setting a national standard for all sexual assault cases of how they should be handled with professionalism, compassion, and precision. We are determined to lead the way in developing best practices, and this case review is just one of the many steps on that journey. We remain focused on providing the best possible service to survivors, and we're dedicated to learning and improving every day. We invite the community to provide feedback and encourage you to reach out to us. You can email either the Sex Crimes Unit at sex.crimes@austintexas.gov or our PIO division at police3@austintexas.gov. April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. If you have been a victim or know someone that has been a victim of sexual assault, there are resources available to you. Please see the website atxbelieves.org. This support that you can receive is available to you even if you choose not to make a police report. Thank you for your attention and time. We'll take questions if anyone has any.
Does this review stem from the rape kit backlog from a few years ago?
It actually stems from the CSRM project, which the scope of that project included the lawsuit settlement terms and the perf report. It is ongoing though. Once the project ends, the case review will continue for years on end.
And what would you say, I mean, to ensure people that a backlog like that doesn't happen again?
We're much better at our tracking. We are much better at ensuring that it's not just our agency. That was a nationwide problem, but our agency is very much focused on ensuring that we keep track of all sexual assault kits that are within our domain.
And then some of this is kind of covered in that report. You spoke to some things just now, but in terms of kind of the novel methodology, or what's really new here, or as you mentioned, kind of a model for other agencies, kind of what would you highlight as kind of some of those most significant pieces of this process?
So I would say what is significant, and I can have others step up to talk about this, but for me as a law enforcement member, what is significant is no other agency does this. Literally, we had to create the process from ground zero.
And if I can clarify, the case review that's being conducted is not coming out of a rape kit backlog. It's really coming out of one of the recommendations when the Police Executive Research Forum came in and did a review of Austin Police Department's Sex Crimes Unit. So it's one of 123 elements of scope that we are implementing through the Collective Sex Crimes Response Model Project to continue to ensure that best practices and a standard for handling sexual assault cases continues to be elevated year over year.
And of that long list of 130 things, just kind of where are things? Now that it's
Sure.
been a year plus, 2 years?
Sure. So great progress is being made. 123 elements of scope of change that we're working on. We're roughly about 30% complete, and we are doing quarterly readouts through the Public Safety Commission, Commission for Women, to ensure that the community is staying updated and abreast of how work is going and what they can expect in the future.
And maybe another question for you here.
Sure.
Just compared to how things were 5 years ago, and again, this type of review not even being in place, how would you sum up what this effort means for folks who might need to file a report, or folks who, might have lost trust in the department of having their case handled properly?
Sure. So I think I first want to state that for any sexual assault survivor, going through the process reporting can be difficult, regardless of how much implementation that we put in place for improvement. What we want to be able to do is provide the utmost care, support, and handling of these cases, and it's things like this case review that's going to ensure that can occur for every survivor that comes forward and continue to improve year over year.
Would you mind saying your name and spelling for me?
Sure. My name is Hannah Senko, Hannasenko. I am the independent project manager for the Collective Sex Crimes Response Model Project.